I attended San Diego State University as an undergrad, graduated there, went straight into the military as an artillery officer. I spent 15 years in the Army with 4 deployments, 3 to Iraq and 1 to Afghanistan, and decided to get out here and stay in the Springs. Started my own business called Atrevida Beer Co last year, and I've been a defense contractor since 2014. I think a UCCS degree says that you committed to it, you made the commitment, and then you're actually pursuing using and applying that degree to what you're doing in your professional life, be it small business or for a corporation that you're working for. I needed something on paper that said, hey, this guy knows what he's doing. Well, when I started the degree, that's what it was for. As I'm doing the degree, I'm learning I didn't know half the stuff I should know for being a manager. So learning things like Agile and Lean Six and different methods of how to do accounting and how to do these things that I always said somebody else does. I'm now having the opportunity to kind of interact with it and understand it a lot better so that I can check on those that are doing it for me. Worked out really, really well for us to start a business in a place that is receptive to it, that is really the small businesses are the backbone of what the Springs is. You don't have high-rises all over the place, these large corporations running around. So the city and the county really do try and reach out and help you do that. We've had great help from the state as well. We were put in for the Minority Business of the Year in 2019, and we're humbly able to win that thing. And we were able to attend our ceremony up there with Lieutenant Governor and receive our award. The brewery, the craft beer industry is lacking in a representation by women as owners and craft brewers. There's a lot of one or the other, but for my wife to run and own this place, make all the decisions, and then put together the recipes and execute the beers, that's a big thing for us. So we wanted to celebrate that. We were looking at how we're going to name this place, what we're going to do, and for us as a family, we've traditionally always kind of opened our culture to all our friends and neighbors. In the military, you meet everybody from all over the states. You learn all kinds of different things, different cultures, different ethnicities, and so when you learn all this stuff, you want to share that. And for us, it was about doing new things, kind of challenging folks to have that conversation. And so we've done a lot more charity than I think most businesses will do in their first year. But for us, it's important. That's what we wanted to do, was be able to open something up that we can get back to, participate in the community. And so that award, the Minority Business of the Year award, was focused on your charitable contributions, the direction of your business, which for us, our tagline is diversity, it's on tap. The point there being inclusion. Diversity is not about exclusion of anyone, it's about inclusion of everybody, bringing a diverse mindset, diverse cultures, everything you can into the same room. And with our Latin poetry nights, our military poetry nights, just random things to kind of spark that discussion is what we're looking at trying to do. That was what the award was about. We were very humbled to receive it, and it was really cool. It was kind of an affirmation that at least as the state looked at it, and those on the board there, that we were doing something that's different and new, and that's what we're trying to do with this beer company. Now, in innovation, what I like is they're kind of pushing you to think outside the box, which is what we're trying to do with Atrevida. Northrop Grumman is trying to push this large company in that same direction, but that's the key, phrase, innovation. That's what everybody's looking for. That's the next thing, in tech. So, working in tech stuff in my career, and then working here in a hands-on traditional small business with a brewery, I'm able to bridge the two. The innovation program is bringing that management, different skill sets that I already have the basic stuff. I've done this as a military officer, but bringing in additional education and kind of opening your mind to different ways of looking at things. And then the students themselves, interacting with my peers, it's amazing the ideas and the things that they've done that can kind of really open up your eyes to different ways of approaching things. Because not everybody's in the, for me it was military officers my whole career, and then now I'm dealing with people that do all kinds of stuff, and that has changed how I perceive and how I work on a daily basis. As a veteran, when you get in there, you have to open your eyes once you get out to different perspectives. And being in a classroom environment that's not military oriented, that's not 20% of the class is not military and 80% is, if it's flip-flopped and you're learning from all these people that are not in the military, you get a whole new perspective on what you want to do business-wise or in your own professional organization. And management was easy. What I thought was easy in the military side is a lot harder on the civilian side because it's not as orders-oriented and task-oriented. It's a lot of kind of asking for people to work and collaborate and give and take. Totally different than the military. So being able to go into this program, it was helping me kind of open my eyes to new perspectives and then open my eyes to new techniques. Most of us have a GI Bill that's going to pay for school. Don't waste it. As far as I'm concerned, I'm getting the most out of my money, whether it's $50,000 a year or $5,000 a year. I don't care as long as that education is going to be able to apply to my career and to my business. If you're not setting goals, then you're not going to win. So at the end of the day, you need to make sure that when you go into this, you know what your 5-year plan looks like. Business plans, everybody goes, hey, I don't need it, it's a small business, that's for the big corporations. No, everybody needs a plan, and if you have that plan, it gives you a reason to get up every day and get in there and start getting after things. A lot of folks will start a business thinking that their product will sell no matter what, but if nobody knows where you are, it's not going to sell. If nobody knows who you are, it's not going to sell. If people don't believe in what you're doing, nobody's going to keep coming back. So you've got to establish that and then learn how your marketing is going to work to reinforce your product, and then your product is going to sell, and then that allows you to expand and grow. So far as UCCS, it's been a great experience. I am excited to get done with it, only because I want to be able to say I'm a graduate, vice I'm still a student, but not because I'm trying to get out of there and it's not fun. I enjoyed every class I've gone to so far, even the ones that were the most difficult class I've ever gone through. Stats was probably the hardest thing I've ever done. But at the end of the day, I learned something from it, and I learned something about myself. Personally, as a vet, a business owner, and a manager in a defense contract, I have gotten professionally fulfilled as well as personally fulfilled. So, and it's cool because my business is able to work with the school too. So it's been kind of full circle for me, and I enjoy it a lot.